It's just like how Layla forgot about him as well.
He said the Lord.
Sent to the void. Hey. We're going.
It's coming to my mind very soon. I think I'm starting to remember. No, I'm starting to remember. Yeah. The
Cho. Oh, okay, okay.
Cho
EXP
over
Bear Concussive Blast. That's why it's so forgettable. That's why it's so forgettable. I think they swapped it around. Okay, FMM getting pulled back. Lots of damage from him.
Okay. I think that is a pretty interesting development. Normally, the Cho is the roamer instead.
I think they want to try something out. You can proxy the wave as well. You're a little bit more fast movement, but we'll see how Bear plays around with the Chow.
Okay, so how's this gonna work out? The main thing I want to look for is Ling. Ling has not a very good wave clear. Jungle clear, right?
Actually, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. The only thing is, he is right now quite susceptible to a lot of stuns. You can use the Temples of Blaze, but then you waste a valuable resource, and you're very snowball reliant if you're playing a link. Walker Knuckle taking a lot of damage from FMM though.
Wow, that is a lot. But in the meantime, now FMM is probably... He could have walked away.
He could have walked away.
He could have walked away, couldn't he?
But I think Bear was over there already, so I think he was saying like, "Oh, go! I'm here! I'm here."
Might as well, kind of
little too soon, too late.
Oh well. But it's okay. That is just the first death coming from Sada Kingdom Esports. I think that there is still possibilities, of course, because we're still so early into the game, right? So I don't think we need to talk too much about the gold lane in this case. None of the teams, or maybe only King's Vanguard, because they have opportunities to go for kills on Ranger. But Ling, I think that it's far short to be able to get a kill down to carry this early, especially since they have the Gacha and Lulu.
Right.
Looking at Cho Robin would have probably been a lot better.
I would say it kind of works the same. It's just you have a lot more faster roaming. Since you have the Concussive Blast as well, you can proxy the wave and start to roam. So we see Bear a lot more in the cross-map plays rather than Super Ryan's high loss. But the issue is, once you hit the 5-minute mark, you're going to see King's Vanguard playing that 3-2 composition that we know and love. But for Kingdom Esports, we'll see how FMM tries to set things up, because we've seen it in the first game of today, or first series of today, where they're banking on FMM to make the plays with the AOG. And when that doesn't happen, the rest of them just stops and just backs off.
So, at this point, I think... okay, hold on a second. It seems like the RWM is just going to be popped, but fortunately, Melon did not manage to do anything to anyone at this point. In fact, all of the members from King's Vanguard walked away completely scot-free. And they're fine.
Yeah. I think it was a little bit of a panic for Melon. They thought they could beat all... they could take all of them out, but Walker Knuckle actually popped the ultimate just in the nick of time, or just walked out the RWM. Not enough damage for now. Louisa is a little bit too slow on that Ling so far. Oh, FMM, again, getting pulled back into the pool of water right there, the Bao created. Here comes Bear as well.
Yep, that is a good amount of knockup as well as the Wheel of Dragon on the Bao, but
he's still alive!
Away, and he even got a pretty nice pickup. But FMM managed to iframe away with the Avatar of the Guardian. It's gonna be A-okay now, and there's no casualties at all.
Yeah, we're talking about action-reaction. King's Vanguard is very, very reactive, and Bao has been doing such a great job just taunting and pulling everyone out. So no retribution for Louisa. The turtle looks like it's going into the hands of... Nope! Spoke too soon. Nandes goes down.
Yeah, and doesn't seem like that's going to be the end of the fight just yet. We do have yet another Tsunami Slam. It worked out pretty well.
Ooh,
but Bear, with a return way of the dragon, pushes Bao to where he came from. And that is kind of like a nice retaliation.
Too much aggression coming in from King's Vanguard. They stayed in the purple buff way too long. Good call by Louisa, forcing the retribution down and then taking out Nandes in the process, buying them some time to fight for that turtle. Now, remember when if you're a Ling and you're playing an assassin, you don't really necessarily like to do the turtle or lord dance. You rather have the rest of the opponent's team whittle the HP down first and then swoop in with the retribution. So a lot of timing is necessary. 5 members from King's Vanguard down here trying to go in. No contest whatsoever from KE, and King's Vanguard takes down yet another objective.
1-2, current scoreline, 5 minutes into the game already. And this is the point in time where there is gonna be a lot more movement all across the map. So I think mobility is gonna be the name of the game, right? Kingdom Esports, they have got Bear that can move around fast. We've got Ling as well, and pretty much that's all. FMM, yes, it does have the AOG, so you can initiate from many different angles too. So put that all into context. Kingdom Esports should be able to respond should be able to respond most of the aggression that King's Vanguard decides to throw over to them.
Yeah. Looking like they're nearing each other. You got a Glorious Pathway already laid down for minions to slowly march in. Desperately want to take down that T1 bot though.
But unfortunately, the creeps did not stay alive for long enough for them to do anything. While Bao settles himself onto the wall and was hoping that he'll be able to look for an opportunity, only for him to tidal wave out.
A very good call by Kingdom Esports, just waiting for the Glorious Pathway to end. A little bit too trigger happy for Super Ryan. If he waited a little bit longer for the Glorious Pathway to get laid down, he might have been able to take down that T1. But hey, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Kingdom Esports now still having the slight advantage in terms of economy. Not too much, but Matic TZ with a core item pick up with the Sky Piercer. So expect a lot more aggression coming in from Kingdom. The King's Vanguard though, very, very defensive, very passive, more reactive. AOG.
Yep, Tsunami Slam lands on, but it doesn't seem like Luxustin will be able to stay alive for long enough, but he's going to be staying himself on the back for a bit. But Walker Knuckle, he decides to go all the way to the back lines. He did manage to get a nice pick up on the Malik TZ, but doesn't have enough damage to do any of that. While in the meantime, we also do have the Surge of Life passive that actually managed to clutch the cat onto someone from the side of Kingdom Esports. But from that point on, that is both teams that have decided to call it stalemate and truce.
Oh, man. Close but no cigar. I think it was very close for King's Vanguard. Very, very risky move, especially by Walker Knuckle underneath the turret. Sandwiched by 3 members. No flickers, no Crimson Beacon. Using the Crimson Beacon to reposition himself to try to take down Malik TZ. But in the end of the day, it was still a free and easy sort of escape mechanism from that. So a little bit more time until the Crimson Beacon comes online. But look at how Walker Knuckle is actually pushing everyone away with the pepper spray.
Pepper spray. Very apt actually. But for now, big little pickup over to FMM, only for him to get Way of the Dragon, as Bao doesn't seem like he will be able to stay alive for long. But before breathing his last breath, he did manage to get a nice tidal Tsunami Slam out, and now the RWM also just going to be capping and putting everyone boxing it all up. Nonetheless, as well as Luxustin, only last 2 members remaining, but Luxustin, he still have got a lot of these light wheels to throw over to Kingdom Esports. As such, 1 for 3 trade. That's not looking good for King's Vanguard at all, but at least Nundes is still alive, and he can try to go for this turtle unless that happens.
Beautiful, beautiful reaction time from Louisa. But the damage from Luxustin, you can see it's coming to fruition. It's coming in hard. Kingdom Esports was staying a little bit longer than expected. Taking a lot of damage right there. Look how they trapped everyone in. Louisa blocked off all the entrance. Walker Knuckle underneath that bush, and once the RWM gets laid down, the AOG comes in. That's the zone of control that we're talking about for Kingdom.
Yep, and not only that, right? I think that is played very well within of the RWM, keeping and making sure that Walker Knuckle is unable to just casually walk right out of him. They held him inside there, and all of the damage that's currently that's like thrown in from Melich came to fruition. But now it does seem like we found the hunter got hunted. Boy, oh boy! Now is that a plot twist that we see?
Yeah, a very tricky situation that Louisa was in, but Bao having the Tsunami Slam it has sort of a longer stun duration. But then again, King's Vanguard ramping up that tempo once again. Next big objective will be the Lord in 50 seconds as Kingdom Esports trying desperately to defend their T2s. Cracking down on the T1 mid would be the top priority for either side, as both teams, again, with economy, even Stevens.
So I think that this is a stalemate, right? All the way through and through. We've seen a couple of the team fights that went on around, but personally, Churros, which one do you think has a higher chance over the later stages of the game?
I think King's Vanguard has a better chance, but I wouldn't discount Granger's, unlimited scaling potential with the passive.
Right.
The more you slay minions or the more you slay creeps, you get more. But hold on a second right here. Red Dragon.
Does seem like Bao is trying to get himself out, and he did manage to get himself out actually. With a quick little pickup coming from Walker Knuckle, brings Bear down and throughout all of that all. But Malik Tizi, he managed to get a kill down onto Luxustain as well, one of the main few important members. But King's Vanguard took that opportunity to wipe out the rest of the members from Kingdom Esports, leaving Malik Tizi the last member alive.
Free Lord, free T1. Malik Tizi wants to find a way to try to disrupt them as Walker Knuckle really down low, but not enough for Malik, not enough damage, not enough range, not enough reach to take him down in the process. So free and easy Lord over the side of King's Vanguard, but what a play from them. You see, the damage from Luxustain really starting to show. It's the damage that he deals over time, although, albeit a single target, it's just too much for Kingdom Esports to handle at this point. And like I said, in the later stage of the game, the longer this goes, the damage of Luxustain will scale. And Malik Tizi, though, the longer he stays, the longer he can spam those skills. So I'm saying it's still a 50-50. It might be a stalemate all the way. It is a stalemate now. We'll see how much that Lord can do.
So the purple buff currently being tackled by Louisa should be able to keep Louisa at level 15 so that they will be able to contest for the next turtle with great efficiency, as both junglers would be at level 15. But with the fact that they have lost 4 members in the previous fight, I think that is a I guess that is a very good reference to what they can expect in the upcoming fight. They have to be extremely careful with how they position themselves, especially since Ling haven't really found much opportunity to jump over the back line, since this is a very backline heavy line. They need to coordinate together and well enough. And speaking of coordination, that is Tempest of Blades fully used up. And that is even Malik Tizi coming in for nice little snipe to bring Nandes down. So that split push did not work out well.
Yeah, but the Lord's still marching down the bottom side. It's no longer a Madara right now. However, though, I think it was Nandes just playing with his being being halted. And look how far he's pushing in. No one can actually stop that Ling unless it's Bao who focuses on him with a Tsunami Slam. This is a very, very long cooldown, enough for the rest of the team to take him down.
So at least Nandes, in terms of jungle to jungle, if you're going down to the 50-50, it's not exactly 50-50 due to the fact that Nandes have got his Blade Surge. I think that he's still able to win in most of these fights, while the only thing that's working out for Louisa is the fact that he does have Tempest of Blades, so he does have iframes while he's trying to snipe out that lot in that 50-50 window. But most of that advantage still goes over to Nandes, and Nandes is the one that sets the pace and sets the timing for when is the optimal time to do retribution.
So it is something that King's Vanguard likes to play around. Luxustain is online, just protect the President to the best of their abilities. 30 seconds until Lord spawns up. As long as Luxustain stays alive, then Kingdom Esports will not be able to take the cake on this one, because it is easier for carry to deal sustained amounts of burst damage or melting damage onto themselves rather than Malik Tizi to land all of his bullets all in one shot.
So what's gonna be next? 10 seconds left on the clock for the Lord. I would definitely like to assume that it is all about the game of Lords and objectives, but there must be something a little bit deeply rooted in for all of that to eventually happen.
Yeah. The Lord spawning up. King's Vanguard is already in position. Here comes Bear.
Bear, where is he? He's just gonna be hovering around the Lord, looking for the opportunity. He does have Flicker, he does have the Way of the Dragon as well. Louisa very far behind, just so that he doesn't get caught in the off chance that King's Vanguard somehow managed to touch him. And wouldn't want to allow that to happen at all. Unless quick little idea and opening up onto the brushes. Complete stalemate. both teams are very unwilling to do anything. But here's the difference though, Super Ryan is a little bit deeper into the brushes together with Luxion State, and that is a very bold move. FMM doesn't have a lot of HP to work with. In fact, he's been poked out quite a bit. In fact, 1/3 of his HP has already been whittled down. Nanda's position, we need to look out for that. Nanda's position might actually catch someone completely off guard. I think they should be able to see where Louisa and FMM is. So with that Blade Surge alone, keeping FMM lower than 50%, I think that this pretty much deters Kingdom Esports from doing too much.
Yeah, Louisa's presence all over the map, especially on the long side, is biting King's Vanguard in the foot as well. Because there's not much that they can do, no one that they can send. If they send the Suyo over, then Kingdom Esports is able to take the cake on the team fights on a 4v4 situation because the zone control is just way too immense for King's Vanguard to handle. Melon needs to get close. The range of the RWM will be a strong threat to Kingdom. Oh, there.
Immediate jump coming in from the side of Bao, but it doesn't seem like they will be able to do too much. Bear is going to be the first person taken down. FMM quickly, AOG right on the spot, hoping that he will be able to do something. But in the meantime, Louisa all the way to the back line. He did manage to find a kill down Luxion Stain, but now he's currently under threat. He tries to run away, or rather Bao tries to run away. Louisa got himself up onto the wall and continues onto the pursuit, but doesn't have enough damage to continue on to that fight. As such, they're going to be moving on to taking down the Lord after getting themselves a nice kill on Walker Knuckle and Luxion Stain.
Yeah, they just can't take Louisa down. And slowly pushing on that top side as well. Minions are pushing in the favor of Kingdom Esports. Luxion Stain being wide and open, being targeted by Bear, set everything in motion. You have Luxion Stain so easy to take down as well. And Louisa there for the cleanup, so it's very good target prioritization right before that Lord, because they know that if Luxion Stain continues to stay alive, King's Vanguard will win any situation whatsoever. The issue is right now they don't really have an enchanter, so not a lot of heals, not a lot of sustain, reliable sustain coming in from the KGV side.
So now Kingdom Esports, they have the Lord working for themselves. A single crash of the Lord should be more than enough to do a decent amount of damage over to the T3 turret, but not quite enough to bring it down just yet, as Kingdom Esports did not try to move in tandem with the Lord. But there we go, that nice little catch! Bring Bear down! And now with 4 members down from the side of Kingdom Esports, this is actually an opportunity for King's Vanguard to find even more of these catch. In fact, the catch is on Malitizi, forcing the flicker over to the side of Malitizi. He managed to create a decent amount of distance, but that is economy, and that is skill. Flicker that has been taken away from Malitizi.
Yeah, Walker Knuckle actually committed the Crimson Beacon as well. And I think that would be a very good catch onto Malik because he hasn't died one bit. 4-0-5 for this Granger. King's Vanguard having a tough time taking him down or finding an angle to do so. Again, we're right at a stalemate once again. 49,000 gold lead, 1,000, not gold lead, but gold for either side. So this is really looking like it could be anyone's game. As long as King's Vanguard loses Luxion Stain, then it's Kingdom Esports' game win.
So this boils down to team fight. The moment that a single team has lost too much members, that would just end in the demise of someone. Bear was almost being caught right in the brushes that he resided in, but if he were to play a little bit aggressively, I think that he could have caught Walker Knuckle, because Walker Knuckle played with a flicker, not a purify. So anytime that Bear finds the opportunity to go Walker will turn the tide of the battle a lot, and in fact, they did manage to find a kick on the Walker Knuckle. As such, first person down, but they're going to be moving on to the next one. The AOG coming in from the FMM is just going to be cutting off the rest of the escape route coming from the side of King's Vanguard. Nandes as well as Super Ryan, the last 2 members remaining. How exactly are they supposed to deter the aggression from Kingdom Esports?
Oh man, that was such an unfortunate sequence of events. You said it, it happened. You're really jinxing King's Vanguard this time around. As Kingdom Esports, slowly but surely, showing why Granger is the unlimited scaling hero. Punching in as well. Super Ryan next to fall by the hands of Malik Teasy. Won't be able to survive that. Nandes?
Oh,
looks like it's going game 3.
And ended.